Hi, this is Dean Julia from Historic Trinity Episcopal Cathedral in the heart of downtown San Jose with a short take for your prayer and your pondering this week. How many of us recognize the words of John Wesley in his famous encounter at the Aldersgate Street prayer meeting when he, quote, found his heart strangely warmed by the assurance of God's grace in Jesus Christ? The heat of that spiritual encounter empowered Wesley to the missionary work that eventually became the Methodist Church. But he was hardly the first to describe God's comfort and God's commission as being something like warmth or a flame. Indeed, dating back to Moses' storied encounter with the burning bush, people of faith have recognized God's urgent message through the medium of fire. Little wonder then that the dispirited disciples of Jesus, trying to figure out what to do in the wake of their Lord's violent death and startling resurrection, were inspired anew by fire. As the account in the book of Acts tells us, the disciples were gathered in Jerusalem when a violent wind filled the room and, quote, what seemed like tongues of fire separated and came down to rest on each of them. That's from the second chapter of Acts. And from that moment, they began to speak in all the languages that could be understood in the city. Miraculous. But I find myself wondering, was the miracle of the wind and fire and tongues, or was it the willingness of the gathered community to actually feel the warmth of the Spirit and thereby be compelled to share the fire that filled their hearts? What then shall we do with the warmth of love that we've been given?